They don't have a single reason to be pointing their lights in my direction right now. All I'm doing is standing here. And suddenly the St. George Police Department is across the street. Why? Why are they across the street pointing their lights right at me? I live here. I'm standing here minding my own business, waiting for my son to get home. And this is why I don't trust the St. George Police Department, and I feel like they're harassing me for nothing. Because there's nothing going on around here. There's no reason for them to be sitting right there, right now. I hope they come over here. Because I don't see the point of what's going on right now. That's why I'm videotaping. Is this supposed to be harassment and intimidation? Is that what they're doing? Or are they waiting for somebody else? Well, I'm not turning my camera off until they're gone, so that's how that's going. See? Look at that. This is what I'm talking about. They're like, I can tell you when the first night I called them about somebody being out here, those people were hiding either behind that block wall or behind these bushes. My camera was way up there on the other side of this thing right here, this shade. These bushes were really big. They were hiding right back here. I called the cops on them. Do you know? You see how they pulled up there and did not shine their lights right at my place? Guess what they didn't do that night? That night, when they came through with their spotlight, they shined it all the way over there. Went down that way, shined it over there, came back up this way, shined it over there, went back down that way, shined it over in this area, came back up this way, shined it in that area, and then left. And the whole time I have the people that were hanging out at my house on camera, on audio, because they were right behind my camera. The reason I even knew they were there is because they were trying to disable my camera. That's how this whole thing started, with me paying attention to what's going on outside. Because they were trying to disable my camera, and I thought, well, that's highly suspicious. It was a guy and a girl and a dog and another guy. And one of the guys, there used to be a rock over here. One of the guys was tall enough to reach up. It was right up here. It was literally, I'm gonna tell you, man, duct tape. You ever watch the Red Green Show? Duct tape, man. I had that. I knew somebody was gonna try it eventually, and I had that thing duct taped up there so that I could get a view of the whole area. Well, they came from behind, so they were right here. How in the hell do I call the cops and they don't one time shine a light over here? Not one single time, but yet they can pull in right now and put their headlights right on my house. Explain that to me. They couldn't do that the night I called them. They knew where my house was. I told them exactly where it was. Not one single time did they put the light over here. This is why I don't trust them. And then they came out. I called them 2 other times. Yeah, I think 2 other times. And the first guy that came out, the first time they came out, they didn't like make contact, even though I asked them to. Second time they came out, made contact, the guy was a complete jerk. And was more interested in turning things around on me and making fun of me than actually doing anything about the people coming out here and harassing me. So I walked away from him, and then another guy came out another time. So actually there was 3 more times. Another guy came out. He was okay, but he was kind of like asking me what he's supposed to do. And I'm like, you're the cop. Like, go look for them. You know what I mean? Like, why are you asking me what do I want you to do? I want you to go get them and stop them from coming over here. Like, is that not clear by me calling you? Like, I didn't want to get smart with the guy, but I got frustrated with him too and said, bye. And every time they came out, they would ask me to show them video. And of course, I have to go through this whole thing about getting on the app and doing all this stuff. Wasn't quite ready. And, you know, even when I did show them video, they still didn't take me seriously. So it doesn't really matter. And then the third time, a lady came out, and she was actually fairly nice. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. And I ended up sending her out the door too. And then there was only one time that I called them where I think it was just me so upset and freaked out about everything that's been going on out here that was like kind of like a, you know, I kind of went, that was probably a call that I didn't need to make. And I was just so nervous and scared about what was going on. I'm not nervous or scared anymore. I'm pissed off. So anyway, so why were the cops just sitting over there like that? What was that about? They drove down that way. They didn't even go all the way down to the end. They just drove part of the way and then came back up and left. So what was that all about? They know I live here. They know who I am. Like, I hate this place. I used to love this place. I hate this place now. This is the worst place I've ever lived. If you want to come to St. George, Utah, don't do it. It's horrible here. It's really not a nice place.